Hello lovely people of YouTube land, it's Graham aka VSG Graham. I just thought I'd check in, let you know what's going on, what I'm up to. I need a shave, sorry about that. Nothing really is happening. I mean, I can't tell you my weight. I don't weigh myself at home, I only wait until I go up to the hospital and then I'll be able to tell my weight. I'm up there the 12th of February, I think it is. My nurse, she phoned me just before Christmas to wish me a happy Christmas. That was lovely. She's a lovely lassie. Yeah, so she's looking forward to seeing me up there. And we discussed a wee bit, what the next step would be. She might go and see the surgeon, after she spoke to me on February, and maybe try and lay out plans for my next operation, which is a revision. Whether I go for the Roux-en-Y or the duodenal switch. I'm preferring the duodenal switch. From what I've seen and what I've read, that seems a better option for me. And I've spoke to Janine, aka Pinkfish Lily, and to me it sounds the best option. Nothing much else has been happening. I swore that I wouldn't, or I refused to buy clothes until my big clothes were hanging off me, but I just can't help myself. One of the things that I used to hate was the fact that it being restricted from clothes, and I suppose it's like waving a bottle of whiskey in front of an alky. I just can't help myself. I'm addicted to buying clothes. I got myself a new pair of running shoes, and because I got that, I got myself some white socks, and because I got that, I got myself a pair of jogging bottoms, and because I got that, I got myself a hoodie, and because I got that, I got myself a body warmer. Do you know what I mean? And I've got stacks of t-shirts, I've got stacks of jogging bottoms. The next thing in my mind is I want a nice pair of navy trousers, and I'll no drop it until I get them. And then because I'll have the navy trousers, I'll want a nice pair of black shoes, and then I want a nice shirt to go with it. It's crazy. But I've done with it for so long. Some t-shirts I've wore for 10 to 12 years, obviously getting washed of course, but without really renewing my wardrobe at all. So it's nice to have a choice of t-shirts and styles of t-shirts and styles of jogging bottoms, and I'm just happy at the moment. So yeah, I'm living day to day, week to week, by non-scale victories, like being able to put a pair of socks on and being able to bend down to put a pair of socks on. When I first went to the hospital, I couldn't wear socks or shoes or trainers. I had to wear slippers, and that in itself was embarrassing. But I've since found out that I can wear normal socks now. There was a time where I couldn't wear socks, and then I got to the stage where I could only wear diabetic socks, where they were really stretchy, and there was no elastic in them. but I found that I can wear normal socks, and that to me is fantastic. I'm really happy about that. So yeah, I mean, life is good. Small things that are happening. Sally was saying in a video yesterday about the small things that she notices in life, and I'm exactly the same. You know, when I go to pick my daughter up and, you know, for college, you know, like Christmas lights on the outside of houses and just everything, the smells, the fresh air, and I notice everything. And when I was speaking to Sally before, and I hate to use this term, I said it was like a cancer survivor where they've got a renewed vigour for life. You know, everything seems enhanced, and that's exactly how I feel. And I hate to use that, but that's exactly how I feel. Yeah, I'm just enjoying it. I just can't believe that in less than a year, I mean, it's only been just over 6 months since my operation. I just can't believe the difference. How much fitter I am. Just how much my life has changed. I can't explain. Somebody who was my size, who couldn't move about. I was sitting thinking this morning that when I used to go to bed, I used to lay down and I used to have to throw my belly to the side of me. My wife had to sleep in another bedroom, and I used to sleep next to my belly, and I don't know how I coped. You know, when you are having to lug that much weight about, you just do it. But if you pick up even a fraction of that weight in your hand, it's unbelievable how you did it in the first place. It's hard to imagine. So yeah, nothing else has been happening. I've taken some time off for Christmas. I'm not going to. I've got a short attention span, and when I see the same things every day and hear the same things every day, my mind starts to wander. And it's my fault, nobody else's. I think that's why I wanted to start that forum, just to bring in something new, a place for, you know, people to have fun, etc. Just to keep my mind occupied and have a place for, you know, people to hang out. That didn't work out, so let's move on and onwards and upwards, as they say. The other thing is I noticed a post on Facebook. I'm not going to mention names, and I've since deleted the person from Facebook and YouTube. Somebody who I used to really look up to. It was one of the first people that I had seen and followed their journey a few years ago. I think when you get to a certain stage on YouTube and you've got a lot of subscribers, whether you like it or not, I think it's a bit like the pop star culture that you need to, and I'm not really explaining this properly, but I think after so long and you've got so many subscribers and people start to look up to you. I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about the people who have been about for a long time. People look up to them and they take everything they say as gospel. In a lot of cases, most cases, quite rightly so, but when they're criticising people for posting their feelings on Facebook, that really winds me up. You know, a lot of people, they've not got outlets, and talking on Facebook, whether it be something positive or something negative in their lives, they really need to vent, and to bring them down, or not to bring them down, but to criticise them for posting that, I think's wrong. And it just tugged on my heartstrings a bit, and that was another reason that I stepped back a bit. I just think you have to be more understanding, you know, of people's feelings. And you know, I know sometimes people post a load of shite on Facebook, and and some people are attention seekers or whatever. I don't know. I mean, like, I just think that you have to sympathise with a lot of people sometimes, and let them vent, whether you like it or not. I mean, like, you just switch off if you don't like it. And another thing is, like, you know, there was a mistake that was said yesterday, but when people say that they're going to start deleting folk off their Facebook, I don't understand why they need to tell folk. Why not just do it? You know, and if you need martyrs, I'm your martyr. Just delete me. If you don't like me, you don't think I'm your type of person, just delete me. You don't need to tell me about it. You know what I mean? I'll know soon enough. Alright, that's my wee moan over. So yeah, I'm trying to stay positive. I know it doesn't sound like it, but yeah, I'm staying positive. I just get pissed off with, you know, people's lack of humility sometimes, you know. I don't know. I've not got nothing else to tell you. Oh, I bought Lucille's book, Cookie-Loo. I can't remember. I think it's Cookie. Yeah, it's just Cookie-Loo. I don't think there's any numbers. I bought her book anyway. But because I'm a slow reader, I'm not very, like I said before, I'm not an educated person. I'm not a very good reader, but I just found it exciting when Lucille, when you've done some readings of your book on your channel, I just love the sound of it. If I win the lottery, I'm going to hire you to read me bedtime stories every night. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to reading it, but you know, I'm very slow at reading, so my wife's hijacked it before me, because she likes the sound of it. We've got a fascination for Italian Americans, and I think it stems from, like, you know, watching certain movies, but I don't want to stereotype all Italian Americans, because there's, you know, we're big fans of all different types of Italian Americans, like the Cake Boss, and you know, we like watching anything to do with Italian food and things like that. So yeah, she hijacked the book, and she's got to read it before me, because she's a fast reader, and I'm the dodo of the family. So, yeah, well, I've got nothing else to say. If you want to ask me a question, there's a thing. If you ever want to ask me a question, maybe I'll do a question thing. That's what we'll do. Because I've not got much to say, I've nothing. If you want to ask me anything at all, just ask me and I'll answer it. If you want to just write a question down below, I'll answer it for you. Anything at all. So, right, I've been blabbering on long enough, and I'll let you go. So, just thought I'd pop in and see you. Alright, I'll speak to you soon. Take care, guys. See you later. Bye bye.